And we are live. Finally live. Big up to everybody in here, man. How you doing? I had to push the live back, guys, again. And this time I was home, but I didn't feel too well, man. I didn't feel too well. I think these daily streams are taking and taking effect on me, you know what I'm saying? And plus my wife, she got a cold and then she gave Liam the cold and now everyone in the house is getting sick. Yeah, it's just a cold. It's not COVID or anything. So here I am, finally. I had to take care of myself, man. But I had to get that Group F review out at first. I had to get it out. And then I took a nap because I really needed that, man. Seriously. I really needed that. Rest up the body a little. And now I'm rejuvenated and I'm ready to spend most likely the next 2 hours to talk about these four games that we saw today from Group F and Group E. And we had some good games, man. Oh my God. Especially those games from Group E. And after those games were done, the group F, oh man, it was hanging in the balance, man. One time Germany were out, then Portugal were out, then Hungary were out, then Portugal were back in, and then Germany were back in, and then Hungary was out. So, oh man, jeez, very chaotic night, man. And if you're a German fan, it must have been one roller coaster ride for you in this tournament. How's everybody feeling right about now? Big up to everybody and thanks for your patience, man. I don't mean to be pushing back the streams like that, but I'm telling you, I don't know what happened. I was fine today, and then in the afternoon, I started feeling a little under the weather, but I'm strong enough. I think when I'm done this live stream, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna go for a jog and try to sweat this out, man, because I'm not gonna make this thing beat me at all. Seriously, not making it beat me. So appreciate everybody in here once again. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We hit 200 thumbs up for last night's live stream. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we did it. So let's get into the habit of liking the videos. But I think I need to start reminding you guys every single time to like the videos, because I don't think you remember. Really don't think you'll be remembering to like the damn videos, man. So we're gonna get into the analysis. I got notes. I do have notes from all the games, and I try to write down the notes as much as possible because it was pretty difficult, because the first set of games caught me while I was at work and I had to watch two games at the same time. And yeah, don't ask me how I managed to do things like this, but I get it done. 4 games in a day, it ain't easy. It's not human at all. Definitely not human. So big up to the boy Luis Garcia. How you feeling? Legend Luke 689. Mr. Pessy in the house. How you doing, Pessy? You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody who in here right about now, man. And guys, what I noticed yesterday with the whole lagging thing, I see you guys are talking about lagging and lagging. It wasn't really lagging, you know. It was a YouTube thing, because when I watched the replay, it never lagged. Never once lagged. But on YouTube's end, it did lag. But on the StreamYard end, it never lagged. So it was some YouTube problem. So let's not get into the whole lagging business today again. Let's not do that, because you're gonna throw me off my game, and I don't want to do that. I'm making a lot of effort to come and do this, so don't come in with the fake lagging or anything like that right now. All right. So let's get into proceedings. Let's not delay no more, and let's get this thing started. All right. Let's go. We're gonna talk about Group E first. What's going on in the headlines here? Every Euro 2020 referee. Guys, let's do the refs a favor and just say well played to the refs. I think we've had some solid refereeing at the tournament and some solid VAR decisions. Nothing too dodgy, nothing too sketchy. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty good. Solid refs. Solid refs. They even had a South American ref called Rappolini, and he refed 2 games. He did a pretty good job. So as you can see, the headline saying Germany squeezed into the last 16. And I didn't even see this before I write my headline where I said Portugal and Germany barely make it. France rise to top. Sweden and Spain impressed because they were impressive on the day. Round of 16 ties confirmed. We know all the round of 16 ties. And what we're going to do towards the end of the stream, we will be talking about the round of 16 ties. We're just going to be looking at them. We're not going to get too deep into them simply because I want to do another stream maybe on Friday, a massive stream, or maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow, man. I think we're going to do a stream tomorrow, a really special stream, and we're going to talk about the round of 16. I do want to make a round of 16 prediction video and upload. Uploads are different than live streams, okay? So as you guys have noticed, I've been doing uploads for the review of every single group. I wanted to make sure I do that. It was like a little mini project within the big project, the whole Euro project that I did, and I completed it, and I feel proud of myself. Definitely feel proud of myself. So I actually want to do the round of 16 prediction with you guys, not by myself, but with you. And that's going to be very, very important because I want to have you guys involved. I want to hear what you got to say, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. You guys add a lot of value to this thing. Without you guys, listen, man, I'm like a snake without venom, a snake that's not even a constrictor without venom. So you know how it is already. You know how it is. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to get into Group E. We're going to find the groups, and we're going to talk about each game. I'm going to go to standings, and we're going to go all the way down to Group E because we already went through every single one of these other groups, and we're going to run through the groups tomorrow. We're not going to do anything extra today because I don't have the mileage on my voice today for that. It's not good. It's really not good. So, guys, bear with me if I'm taking extra sips of my water or anything because my voice isn't 100% right about now. All right. Big up to the boy Palomo in the house. AD 744. Leng and Sweet. Who else we got in here? Sam. Big up to Sam. Talking about the Copa America there. We have BQ Production saying Sweden gonna pull a Greece 2004. Big up to the boy Shimpu Pimpu. Nice to have you around here. Caspiano. Kulusevski come in and gets 2 assists. Yeah, man. Kulusevski. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're going to talk about that. Let's get into Group E. So, in Group E, Sweden end up top in the group. What is going on here? What is going on here? Why am I getting vibrations on the phone? Is that scam likely or what? Anyways. Sweden top the group. I think I did predict Sweden to top the group. According to some comments on my channel, because I didn't remember, I thought I said Spain was gonna, top the group. But, guys, give me 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond. I'll be right back. I just got a message. From my daughter's mom. So just give me 1 second. Need to make a quick call and find out what happening. And I'll get right back to you guys. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But just you know, life. But my daughter, something about my daughter, she's not feeling well, and you know, it's not. Oh man. Oh, but let's continue. Her mom's gonna keep me updated and see what's going on. But I should probably be there right now, but I'm not gonna panic. Hopefully she's okay. That's Melanie. You know, you guys should know my daughter. Some of you guys, Mel. So hopefully everything's fine. She just said she wasn't feeling too well, so she took her to the emergency room. So yeah. So guys, let's get back to Group E and let's talk about Euro 2020. Right? Let's focus. Let's try to get our mind off, these things. Let me try. I'm a bit worried, but let me not be negative. So Sweden topped the group. As I was saying, I actually predicted Sweden to top this group, and they were gritty. They didn't concede a lot. They didn't lose a single game, and they topped the group. So by topping the group, I think Sweden will go on to play Ukraine the last time I checked. And that is not a bad matchup at all. I think Sweden locked out a big time. Listen, Ukraine have not been impressive. So if Sweden could get past Ukraine, it could be a good tournament for the Swedes. It's already been a good tournament for the Swedes. So you would see Sweden playing the winner of the England-Germany match. So yeah, it's going to be tough to get past the quarters. But if they do, they could get very, very far in this tournament where they will play the Netherlands, Czech Republic, Wales, or Denmark. And, those teams are beatable. Those teams are definitely beatable. So, well done by Sweden. And I think they could get very far in this tournament. So, for Spain, they left it too late. They left it very, very late. 2 draws in their first 2 games against Poland and Sweden. But against Slovakia, they just threw the kitchen sink at Slovakia and literally destroyed them. And I don't know if Slovakia were just bad or if Spain were very good. I really don't know. I can't tell. I really can't tell. You guys can let me know. I really don't know. Seriously, it is hard to tell. But for Slovakia, it was a solid tournament up until they met Spain because they were still in the tournament. They had a chance to go through to the round of 16 as one of the best third place teams, even if they lost. But they couldn't have lost by so many points, so many goals. It was just a horrible performance, man. I don't know what happened. It's like they had a meltdown and they go out of the tournament. So this is one of the groups where only 2 teams qualify. And Poland at the bottom, just picking up 1 point, a solitary point they got against Spain. So not a very good tournament for Poland at all, where they heavily depended on Robert Lewandowski. So we're going to talk about each of these games that happened in Group E today. And then we're going to move on to the Group of Death. So Sweden 3, Poland 2. We had a goal in the 2nd minute by Emil Forsberg, which became the 2nd fastest goal in European history as well. We had Yusuf Poulsen getting that record, but Yusuf Poulsen's record has been beaten by Forsberg. I think it's a Russian player that holds the record for the fastest goal, if I'm not mistaken. But we will get that information a little bit deeper into the tournament, into the video, sorry. Forsberg did score in the 59th minute to put Sweden 2-0 up, but Lewandowski scored a brace to bring Poland back in the game and to give Poland a chance to actually win the game and move on to the round of 16. But Victor Claesson with a late foray at the end, 94th minute goal, and it gives Sweden the lead again, and they eventually won the game. Impressive stuff by the Swedes. Look, someone did mention Dejan Kulusevski. Didn't start the game, But Jan Anderson, who is a creature of habit, did make some changes. Robin Quaison, Danielson, Augustinson are the ones that I didn't actually get to know who exactly they came in for, because I'm trying to watch two matches at the same time, trying to write down notes. But these are some noticeable changes that I saw to this team, was made to this team. And Quaison did add some more life to the attack. And you could see, like, Jan Anderson he's straying away from using Marcus Berg all the time. You know what I mean? Because I think he realized that Marcus Berg is not a good choice to have up top. He's a liability. He's not really an asset to have up top. So the X factor for the Swedes in this game, it wasn't Quaison nor Isaac. It wasn't Forsberg. But it was the substitution right here in the 55th minute, when Robin Quaison was taken off for Dejan Kulusevski, who has not been involved in the tournament up until that point. He changed the game, because that breakaway run to pass that ball to Forsberg for that 59th-minute goal, oh my God, that was simply amazing. So, great start to the match for Sweden. Second-minute goal scored by Forsberg, and it was an Alexander Isak was trying to get onto a ball, but he was tackled. The ball fell loose and nobody dealt with it, and Forsberg pounced on the ball and put it in the back of the net. Great start for Sweden. Poland had a 17th-minute chance where Lewandowski, he headed the ball onto the crossbar. I don't know how Robert Lewandowski didn't score here. Headed the ball onto the crossbar. The rebound came back. He headed it back onto the crossbar again. And when it came off the crossbar for the second time, it nutmegged Robert Lewandowski and the chance went begging. I don't understand how he didn't score there. I don't know. I really don't know how he didn't score. But it was quite unfortunate. But we did mention that if Poland were to get something from this game, a win or a draw, they needed to have, get Robert Lewandowski involved a lot more. And they did so on the day. They really did. But Lewandowski can't do it all on his own, man. You see what I'm saying? I know he scores a lot of goals for Bayern Munich, but the other players do chip in. But for Poland, it's just all Lewandowski. All Lewandowski. So, for the rest of the first half, it was a very good fight back by Poland. They tried. They really tried. They saw plenty of the ball, but they were unable to get the ball in the back of the net. 45th minute in the extra time, Zielinski, he hit a really good shot that pulled out, forced a big save from Robin Olsen, who has been one of the most impressive goalkeepers at the tournament so far, And a lot of people don't give Robin Olsen the credit he deserves, but he is one of the players that has kept Sweden in this tournament. 1-0 at halftime. So, 50th minute, there was a shot saved for Quaison, saved. Another shot in the 51st minute by Krychowiak, saved by Robin Olsen once again. And then we had the second goal where Kulusevski was on the counter, devastating pace, and he just squared the ball to Forsberg, who put it in the back of the net, 2-0. And at that time, I was thinking, okay, game over. Game over. Poland, you could go home now. It's okay. It's okay. Thanks for coming. You could go home now. But they weren't over. It weren't over, man. 84th minute. Well, I'm getting too ahead of myself there. 61st minute. The first goal for Poland. Robert Lewandowski, brilliant through ball. And you don't need anybody else on the ball but Robert Lewandowski. It's not that it was a through ball and it was 1v1 with the goalkeeper. He still had a lot to do. He squared his man up and he put it in the back of the net. That was a brilliant goal, man. You see what I'm saying? And he was just showing us that he is indeed currently the best striker. I know Lukaku has been doing his thing, but this guy Robert Lewandowski is a different type of beast. Poland kept fighting because they know they needed to score 2 to stay in the tournament, and they did get another one back. Frankowski with a really determined run down the left flank, and a great ball that found Robert Lewandowski all alone. And you may say, yeah, Sweden, they didn't defend well, whatnot. No, it's Robert Lewandowski's movement on and off the ball that is very difficult to track, and no one picked him up. And it was a great ball and open chance and in the back of the net. He wasn't going to miss that. I know he did miss the chance earlier from the header, the double header off the post, but he wasn't going to miss that. 2-2. Poland kept pushing for the win, and the fact that they kept pushing for the win, they left themselves vulnerable on the counter attack again, where after a very good spell, they conceded the third goal scored by Victor Claesson. Very good breakaway again, and Sweden with the well-deserved win. I know a lot of people have been saying that Sweden are a boring team and whatnot, but Sweden, they played some very entertaining football in this tournament. I gotta say that. They were very, very entertaining. A little negative against Spain. I ain't gonna lie. Little negative against Spain. But when they played against Slovakia, I think they really turned up the heat. And then now against Poland, Sweden scored 3 goals. You see what I'm saying? Like, are you not entertained, guys? Are you not freaking entertained? I thought everyone said that Sweden were boring. Apparently they're not. So what are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Let me see. Charmander is saying, personally, thought the Spain match was hilarious. Yeah, in a way, it could have ended about 8-0. I don't know what happened to the Slovaks on the day at all. So, what else we got here? Robert Rodriguez, I think I'm rooting for Belgium. Now, I like to root for first-time winners. I think Portugal is going out early. Thank you there. We're going to save some of that for tomorrow or whenever I do the stream on the round of 16. So, Sam, is Lindelof defending what you expect? I think Lindelof has been solid though. But the thing with the Swedes, they defend as a unit. They're very compact. They put bodies behind the ball, and they're very difficult to break down. So that's why I said, listen, they shouldn't really be overly critical, because you have Robert Lewandowski in the attack for the Poles. So if he scored 2, you can't really use that to say, we need to do better, because there's no other striker that's better than Lewandowski right about now. So I think the Swedes did fine. So thank you very much, Daniel CR, for dropping the $5 super chat. He says, everyone was criticizing Louis for not winning against Slovakia. I always say one bad match doesn't defy one player. But what a goat by Louis. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was a solid performance by Robert Lewandowski. He scored 3 of the 4 goals that Poland scored at the tournament. And they were quality goals. Quality stuff. Especially that header against Spain to beat Unai Simon. Ah, man, that was awesome. And then these 2 goals here against Sweden. 3 goals at the tournament for a team that came last and a team that really was underwhelming. You got to give it to Robert Lewandowski. I don't think the fact that Poland did not move on to the next round, it would affect his chances of winning the Ballon d'Or, because individually, he was solid. And he has not been a Harry Kane at the tournament so far. You see what I'm saying? He has not been an Alvaro Morata. At least he didn't miss open goals and all of that, man. You see what I'm saying? So, Willie Hellstrom coming in from Sweden, say opinion on Isak this match. I think Isak had a solid performance, but it wasn't as influential as his performances in the 2 previous matches. But overall, I think his presence does enough. Like, you know he's a threat. So you got to keep your eye on him. He pulls defenders away for other players to run in and all of that. And with the fact that Sweden were playing 2 up top, you know, that just proves my point. So the Isaac effect would actually, I think that would continue in the tournament for Sweden. And the fact that Kulusevski is fit, oh man, god damn. Woo! Woo! The next game we may see Isaac and Kulusevski up top and not Quaison. You could bring on Quaison off the bench, or if you want to bring on Marcus Berg off the bench. But Isaac and Kulusevski, that will be a freaking daunting task for the Ukraine team. And we know the Ukraine team has not been defending that well so far at the tournament. So their young defense would definitely get tested. You know what I'm saying? So well done by the Swedes. And I see we have a lot of Swedes in the house tonight. Appreciate that. We even have people from Poland. People at least supporting Poland. So we're doing the thing worldwide right about now. I know it's a European tournament, but I know there's people from all over the world in here right about now, man. Thriller is asking me, how do you think Ferran Torres performed? Admirably. Admirably. First touch in the back of the net. What else do you want from a player? Please tell me, what else do you want from a player, man? Only 20 years old. Caspiano, Sweden, dark horse. Yeah, they would always have this that label, always. Yobama 12. Do you reckon England would reach the final if they beat Germany? Well, if you look at the table, the bracket right about now, right? If you look at the bracket, just to answer your question, I don't want to go too off tangent right now, but let's just take a look at the bracket and let's just answer this question, and then we go back to the analysis. Let's take a look at the bracket right now. So England would play Germany. Then they have Sweden or Ukraine. If they get past Germany, it means that they can get past a Sweden or Ukraine. But then there's Netherlands, Czech, Wales, Denmark. They can get past these teams. That'll put England where? Into the semi-final. So I think England, if they can beat Germany, they can get all the way to the semi-final. They can. But are they going to beat Germany? That's the question that you should have asked me. Is England going to beat Germany? It's going to be tough, but we shall see. We shall see. The game will be on the 29th of June. It will be played at Wembley. So, listen, man. Listen. The odds are against Germany right now. England are at home. And the onus would be on England to win this game in front of their fans. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go right back. We're going to go right back to the Sweden 3, Poland 2 match. Are you not entertained, man? Listen, don't be ungrateful. You got a 5-goal thriller here where Poland had equal things back, you know what I mean, make things 2-2. And at that time, when they made it 2-2 again, Spain was actually, I think Spain was in the on top of the group. And Spain would have went on to play Croatia, if I'm not mistaken. At one time, Spain was playing Croatia. And then another time, no, Sweden was playing Croatia. And then Spain, obviously, against Ukraine. But then I think Sweden says, hey, man, whoa. We don't really want to play Croatia right now. Maybe in the semis, if they get there. We rather play Ukraine. And they got the third goal. So Spain will play Croatia. So they were playing a little musical chairs there in terms of who going to go on to play who in the round of 16. But it's final now. Sweden will play Ukraine and Croatia will play Spain. So I know the Swedes fancy themselves to beat Ukraine. I know it. I know they're happy. I know they're bullish on their chances now to get to the quarterfinals. So just to give you guys some stats on this game, we had Sweden with 11 shots at goal, 4 on target. They only had 33% of the ball. And you could understand why, because when you score first and then you get a second, you tend to sit back and soak up the pressure, because why chase goals when you have goals? And maybe that was a mistake, allowing Poland to actually come at them. You see what I'm saying? And they wasn't able to deal with Robert Lewandowski. They only had 251 passes with a 55% pass accuracy. So how effective were the Swedes when they got up in the final third of the field? Very, very effective, because this is one of the worst stats I've ever seen in terms of passing. 55% pass accuracy. That is poor. That is very poor. For Poland, however, they were much better in all departments in terms of the stats. But the most important department, the goal scoring department, is where they came up short. 18 shots at goal, 6 on target, 67% of the ball, 480 passes with an 80% pass accuracy. They had 10 corners compared to 6 for Sweden. So they had the chances, man. They had the chances. So they can't complain and say, yeah, we didn't have the chances. It's all good. You know, no, you had the chances. You didn't take your chances. You had it. You didn't take it. So you got yourself to blame. So what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to hit you with some up to stats right now. Let me hit you with some up to stats on this game, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right. This is the fun part. This is the fun part, man. I got to get you all the up to stats, so I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom when we started getting the information. All right. We're going to start right here. Right here. So big up to everybody in the chat right about now, man. Appreciate everybody who joined, even though I pushed the stream back a bit. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream to 100 thumbs up real fast. It's not been the best day for me, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to push through and trying to get this this last group game, this last set of group games reviewed, and then we'll move on to the round of 16. So Raz is saying I got Ukraine over Sweden. Sorry, Swedes. Oh, man. So 81 scored after just 81 seconds. Emil Forsberg's opener for Sweden against Poland is the second fastest goal, ever scored from the start of a European Championship match, after Dmitry Kirichenko for Russia versus Greece in 2004, 65 seconds, quick fire. And Sweden needed that early goal to calm their nerves, of course. And they got it. They got a second, but conceded 2, but went on to pick up a third to win the game. So let's get the other up the stat I got for you here. 4. Robert Lewandowski has scored his 4th European Championship goal for Poland, overtaking Jakub Błaszczykowski, who has 3, for the most by any player for the country in the competition. Hope. So, look, I don't want to say it's a one-man team, but Poland has proven themselves to be a freaking one-man team, man. Seriously. They have. They should have done better. 69. Robert Lewandowski has scored 69 goals for Poland in all competitions, more than twice as many as the rest of the Polish Euro 2020 squad have netted combined for the nation. This is crazy. And when I tell you, listen, it's a one-man team. One-man team. One-man team. You know, like when they say, yeah, it's a one-man army, like your boy Dominic Rich is a one-man army. Poland is a one-man army. Poland is a one-man army, man, because I don't understand how a team would have a player with 69 goals, right? And all the others combined in the squad. A 26-man squad only has 34. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. So big up to the boy Robert Lewandowski. He deserves the Ballon d'Or. Will he get it? Let's see. Let's see. He needs something to, you know what I mean, to actually celebrate these accomplishments. 2. Dejan Kulusevski, 21 years and 59 days, is the youngest player to assist 2 goals in a single game at the European Championship since Cesc Fabregas, right? Francesc Fabregas, 21 years old, 53 days versus Russia in 2008. Catalyst. And it goes back to where we were talking about Alexander Isak. And now you have Kulusevski coming to the party. after just his first substitute appearance at the tournament. So talk about catalyst for real. Talk about giving the team impetus. Talk about having an immediate effect on proceedings. Talk about Kulusevski. The man plays for Juventus after all. And guys, do you know, I think he was an Atalanta player. Atalanta has the biggest loan army out there, if you didn't know. Bigger than the Chelsea loan army as well. So we also have a stat here where it says 2. Today is the first time 2 Euros matches have seen 5+ goals on the same day. Sweden 3, Poland 2, Spain 5, Slovakia 0 since the 21st of June 2000, where Spain beat Yugoslavia 4-3 and Netherlands beat France 3-2. Talk about a feast. Talk about a goal fest. What else we got here in terms of up to stats? I think that is it. That is it for that one. And that would be it for that game. So what do you guys have to say in the chat here? We have Raz saying Kulusevski is a baller. Indeed he is, man. Indeed he is. JW92, I am looking forward to Tuesday, but nervous. What's happening on Tuesday? What is happening on Tuesday? England, Germany, Sweden, Ukraine. JW92, who do you support again? Let us know who you support in the chat. Don't make us guess. Please don't make us guess. All right? Don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. What else do you guys have to say? What do you say? Willie Hellstrom, on paper, Zelensky should have had a bigger impact. You're right. You're right. Big up to the boy Paul, Buy in the house. Curious what you'll say later on. Ooh. Talking about La Aranya. The boys in orange. The boys in orange. So, what else we got here, man? Robert Rodriguez is saying, good to see Austria make it at least in the next round. It's the first time Austria has ever made it to the knockout stages of any international tournament, including the World Cup. So, O'Neill Erskine, do you think Portugal should have bring Nani? No. No. I know Nani still plays in the MLS, right? No. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No. No. Shimpu Pimpu, Ukraine is so unpredictable team. Definitely. Or they could show up on the day and do well. They can. Raz, 20 goals today. What a day. Did we have 20? I think we had 18. 18 goals. 5 in that, 5 in the other one. 4 and 4. 18 goals, Raz. Come on, Raz. Do the math right. Do the math right. Do the math. Come on, let's do the math right, man. What else are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Talk to me. Talk to me. Big up to the boy Doug. How are you doing, Doug? Big up to the boy Josh Byrne as well in the house. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream to 100 thumbs up. So, Doug is saying today or yesterday was why we love football. Drama right up until the final whistle. That Germany-Hungary game was amazing. So unlucky not to go through. France, Portugal had a few debatable refereeing. You might be thinking about the handball, the Kunde handball, some of the penalty decisions given. Yeah, we had in that game, what, 3 penalties? So, yeah, I don't know. When it's a crunch game like that, man, you got to give those. You got to give those, man. You know, it's too important. It's too important not to give it. You know what I'm saying? So, look, guys, look. How are you liking my Man City jersey for the 2021-22 season? Look. Woo! 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 You know what I'm saying? Looking fresh. Looking fresh. I just had to pull it out, unveil it, so you guys could see what's going on next season for the citizens. And I actually figured out what the pattern actually means. The pattern is like a time. It stands for time. It's like the font that used for time. I didn't even figure it out until after I finished the video. So, slow. Sometimes I'm really, really slow. So let's get back here and let's go back and talk about the other game in Group E, where we had Spain beating Slovakia 5-0. What a match, man. What a match. Dubravka with that 30th minute own goal. Oh my God, what an own goal. That has to be one of the... Listen, we just seen some shocking own goals scored by goalkeepers. The Haitian goalkeeper, and I heard like the Afghanistan goalkeeper against India or something like that I heard, but I didn't get to watch it. But this Dubravka own goal, man. We'll talk about that pretty soon. We'll talk about it. Laporte in the 45th minute, his first international goal for Spain after switching allegiance from France. Sarabia in the 56th minute. Ferran Torres with his first touch of the game in the 67th. And Kuchka with another own goal. God damn, it has been a lot of own goals at the tournament so far. I think that was the 7th own goal scored at the tournament. That's a lot. Hella own goals. So, look. Just to go back from the start of this game, Sarabia came in. Let me just look at the 11 because I didn't even get to write down anything. But I know Sarabia came in. Busquets came in. We had Eric Garcia. And I think Azpilicueta came in here in this game for somebody else. I think there was 4 changes or so made. How did Busquets get star of the match? I didn't see it. I really didn't see what Busquets did to get star of the game, for real. I think Pedri deserves star of the match because Pedri were all over these Slovakian players, man. Pedri is a baller. I don't think Busquets deserved it. Let me know what you think about that, guys. Pedri deserved the man of the match. Pedri. He has been amazing, man. Only made his international debut back in March, which is simply ridiculous to think about. That is ridiculous. So big up to the boy Pedri. Future Barcelona, great. So Raz is saying for Marcos Llorente. Yeah, remember we were talking about Marcos Llorente and his dogs and everything. Yeah, so I don't know how Busquets got star of the match at all. But maybe. This is Busquets' first match. This is his first match because he was out. He had COVID or something like that. So he was out and now he's back and picked up star of the game already. Big up to the boy Sergio Busquets. Did I say Biscuits or Busquets? Busquets. I don't know why he won man of the match though. Let's find out. Sergio Busquets, 32 years old. One of the remaining great Barcelona midfielders. Iniesta, Xavi has already left, you know what I mean? So Busquets is still there. What else we got here? One match played. 88% pass accuracy. Pretty good. 1 tackle. 4 balls recovered. And he won man of the match for that. A lot of passes. Ain't gonna lie. But let's take a look at what Pedri did though. What did Pedri do in this game? Well, they're going to show us overall stats, not for this game only. But look at Pedri. For 3 games, 270 minutes played. 217 out of 242 passes. That's an 89% pass accuracy, right? Come on, man. Come on. No assists, no attempts. Pretty sure I saw a few half assists by Pedri. If you had guys like Morata and Koke and then putting them in the back of the net, then maybe he would have been a lot, had some better stats. But we haven't seen that. We definitely haven't seen that. But that brings us to that penalty. It brings us to that penalty in the 10th minute. This guy, Alvaro Morata, man. This guy, Morata. Foul on Koke. It was a penalty. The Slovakian player just took Koke off his feet. Penalty given, and up step Mr. Alvaro Morata. Alvaro Morata has to be the worst striker at the tournament. Seriously. He got to be the worst one left. He has to be. I think Marcus Berg would have put that penalty in the back of the net. And Dubravka coming up with the big save. And you know what's very shocking? Is that after Dubravka came up with that big save, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. 10 attempts, and 1 goal. You could see how bad Morata is. 10 attempts, 1 goal. But look, going back to Spain and Dubravka, big save made, but I don't understand what happened with that own goal, because there was a couple shots after that penalty save where Dubravka was just pulling off save after save after save. And after the cooling break, I don't know if Slovakia switched off, because it was 0-0 up until the 25th minute, up until the 30th minute. And then that own goal was a shocker, man. Sarabia with a shot hit the crossbar and went high. And I don't know why Dubravka didn't catch the ball, but he tried to punch the ball and punch it into the back of the net. So I really don't understand what happened there with Dubravka, man. Seriously. I want us to look at that goal, but you guys will have to give me a second. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just give me 2 minutes. All right, thanks, guys, and I do apologize. Thanks for bearing with that, but you know, life happens, but I'm here. We're still live. Thanks for your patience, guys. So I want to look at that goal. By Dubravka. We got to check that goal out. We cannot let that go. Listen, we cannot let that goal go. We have to take a look at that goal, because Slovakia were holding their own in that game. They were definitely holding their own, and I really don't understand what happened. I'm lost. I'm still lost. I'm still trying to figure out what happened there. Really still trying to figure out what happened. All right, I got one. I got one for you. I got something for you. So we got the goal, and we're going to take a look at that right about now. So let's get that in. We're going to take a quick peek, and we're going to see what happened in that goal, for that goal. All right, guys, so that is it right there. Let's take a look at what happened, guys. So, quick peek. Shot taken. See the shot? Hit the crossbar, goes high in the air, comes back down, and Dubravka. Oh, my God. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. Look, another angle. Good shot by Sarabia. And look, just catch it, man. Just catch it. Look again. Just catch it, bro. It's like he said, here's Spain. Here's a gift. Here's a gift. That has to be one of the worst own goals ever, man, in European history. And maybe in the history of the world. That was horrible. That was definitely horrible. So, that happened. That happened, man. And after that happened, it's like things just went way downhill for Slovakia. Laporte scored in the 45th minute, extra time there. It was poor defending by Slovakia from a corner routine. Then Pedri, Moreno, and Laporte linked up. 2-0. Brilliant header by Laporte, putting it at the far post. And he is adding value to the Spain team right away, man. Third game for Spain. He's been a starter every match, and he now has a goal. So he's there to defend, but he's also contributing in attack. So for the first half, it was all Spain. I don't think Slovakia registered a single effort on target, and it was a dominant performance by Spain, where this is the best that we've seen them play at the tournament. It's not that they were horrible, but in front of goal is where they lacked the quality. They created the chances. Pedri has been playing well, but I really don't know what's going on with Morata. Koke has been playing well, but I don't know what's going on with these guys in front of goal. They have to listen. If Spain wants to get further in this tournament, they gotta drop Morata, man. Morata is just atrocious. So after the halftime break, the goals just kept coming in. Sarabia in the 56th, Ferran Torres in the 67th, Kuchka own goal in the 71st, and we did get to see Adama Traore get a run out. He did get 15 minutes plus extra time, and he looked good in his little cameo. So I was very happy for Adama that he got his chance, and you know, he wasn't sitting on the bench for the entire group stage when Spain actually needed him in the previous two matches. Spain didn't need him. They didn't need him today, but they brought him on, and I don't like that. I would like to see Adama come on and affect a game directly. You see what I'm saying? I don't want you to bring him on because you feel like you already won the game or whatever. Bring him on to affect that game. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see. But shout outs to Adama Traore, man. You gotta love what you gotta love the achievement of making a Spanish national team and all that. So good stuff for Adama there. So guys, I gotta hit you with some stats. Spain will go on to meet Croatia in the next round, and we know Spain and Croatia have met recently, where Spain beat Croatia 6-0, and Croatia did beat Spain 3-2. So I think it's a good matchup, man. It's a really good matchup. Slovakia ended up having 3 shots at goal, none on target, 34% of the ball, 345 passes with a 78% pass accuracy, 14 fouls committed, not a single corner taken. They were horrible in defense today. Spain with 19 shots, 9 on target, 66% of the ball, 666 passes with an 89% pass accuracy. They were clinical and they were impressive I think they left the best for last, and they will now move on to the round of 16. So, what are your thoughts, guys? I want you to let me know what you think the ceiling is for this Spain team. Big up to Stefan Muradali coming all the way out from Trinidad and Tobago. He says Busquets was incredible today. With him back, Spain can go far. Well, you know, it was pretty. I don't know, man. I think Pedri was actually better on the day, but I think Pedri had a better game. We all expect Busquets to play well, but Pedri, at his age, at such a big occasion, come on, man. He deserves more plaudits for that. Seriously. Spain need better strikers, Dom. The David Villa and Fernando Torres type. Definitely. Morata is definitely a weak point in this Spanish national team. It's a weak point. They need something better up top. They ain't gonna get very far with Morata. Let me just put it out there. They may actually need to implement a false nine or something. False nine might work. Use Ferran Torres or Dani Olmo as a false nine and drop freaking Morata. Gerard Moreno hasn't really lit up the tournament either, so yeah. You know what I mean? Let's see. But their stocks are very low in terms of out-and-out strikers, though. When you really think about it. Think about it, guys. Stocks are very, very low. You see what I'm saying? Very low. All right, guys. So we're getting some good news on Mel. Her mom said she's feeling a lot better and she's looking a lot better. You know what I mean? But you know, when it comes to your kids and you know they're not feeling well and things are not normal, you tend to panic, man. So you know, her mom says she's feeling a lot better. Woo! So okay. All right. Woo! That's a good thing. Life, man, life. Real life. And that's what I tell you get with me, man. You know what I mean? I'm a real person, man. I'm not just a talking head on YouTube. You guys get to see the you know what's going on with me on a personal level too. Not too personal, you know what I mean? I don't get too personal, but still, at least you get to see another side of me. So that's a good thing. My daughter, her mom took her to the hospital, and that's why I had to take a few breaks just to find out what's going on. All right, guys. So do bear with me, man. Do bear with me. We're here to talk about this game, and you know, we're not going nowhere. That's why it's a live stream. We're here to interact with each other. All right, guys. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. You guys have a lot of patience. I went away for 5 minutes. You're still here. Went on a call. You're still here. Appreciate it, man. Jonas 1577 back again for another live stream says Spain's ceiling is the semis. So you're saying that it's the semis. Let's take a look at the Opta stats and see what's going on in terms of the Opta stats for this game. But it was a dominant performance by Spain. Guys, in other news, I see in the Copa America right now that Colombia are leading Brazil 1-0. I don't have it on the TV or anything because I don't want to get distracted. So I'm just going to focus on doing my my Euro 2020 reviews. I wanted to do the Copa America as well, guys. But you know, I can't overexert myself like that, man, because imagine doing 4 games at the Euros, right? And then you have 2 Copa America games. Where am I going to find the time to watch all these games and then to review these games? So I just had to sacrifice the Copa America this time around. The last time, I did it. Stefan is saying Pedri, 2 was good, only 18 years old, mind-blowing. 80 Booth. Quarters. Depends if France actually start playing. We're also going to take a look at the bracket and see who Spain can actually meet after they go past the round of 16, if they actually get past Croatia. I phrased that very wrong. Who Spain could actually beat if they get past Croatia? Okay, let me rephrase that one. Let me rephrase. But guys, if you're in here and you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, make sure you do so. We almost at 100 thumbs up. Appreciate it, man. We only need 22 more to hit 100. And we're hitting 100 real quick these days, man. I appreciate it, man. You guys are the real deal. You guys are the real deal. Robert says, glad she is doing well. Good health to her and to everyone. Yeah, man. Good health to her and everyone. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Aviator F22. Good to hear, Dom. I don't get to see my daughter too often, unfortunately. Yeah, I have another daughter too. She lives in Florida, so I don't get to see her very often as well. But you know, I am gonna upgrade my phone. I do have a Samsung Galaxy, but I'm switching. I'm switching. I'm going over to Apple. I do have a MacBook and everything. I'm going over to Apple. Don't tell my wife. I didn't tell my wife I'm going over to Apple. She might be mad at me, but I don't really care. I'm fed up with the Samsung life, man. You know, I want the supreme camera quality and all that good stuff. And, you know, since I have the MacBook Pro and everything, yeah, same ecosystem and all of that. Yeah, so, yeah, but appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. We have God saying Spain, not easy to go through. God, Croatia. Stefan, Dom, you should see the goal Colombia scored. Bicycle kick. Ooh! Ooh! Guys, we should check that out, man. We should definitely check that out. I think I'm going to check that out. Let's see if we find that goal before we move into the up the stats. I want to see that. Definitely want to see that goal. Oh, man. That's Luis Diaz. Oh, my God. Oh. 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 That looked good. That looked good, man. That looked really, really good. Jesus Christ. That looked very, very good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to... That looked very, very good. I just saw like a picture, like a still. And I'm like, geez, man. That looked good. Okay, we could get to see it right here. I hope we don't get a copyright strike or anything. But I don't think we will. But let's take a look at that goal right now. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at that right now. Jeez. Let me get that again. All right. Just bear with me, guys. We have to see this. We got to see this. We got to see this. Let's take a look at this, guys. Colombia 1, Brazil 0. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what happened here. Let's see what happened here really quick. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Yo! 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 Listen, that's one of the best bicycle kicks I've seen in a very long time, man. That is one of the best bicycle kicks I've seen in a very long time. That was damn good. Cesar, always glad to see your streams. Thank you very much, man. That was a good goal. That was a good goal. Look at this. Look at Quadrado with the ball. Look at the curl on that. Oh, yo. Yo, who the hell is in goal? Is that listen, is that Edison? Is that Edison or Allison? Who is in there? Weverton? There. That's not Edison. That has to be Weverton. Let me see something. Let me see if it goes to the goalkeeper. Yeah, that looks like another goalkeeper Brazil put in there. Oh, that looks like Alisson Becker. Nah, that's Weverton. Yeah. That's what happens, Brazil. That's what's gonna happen when you put Weverton in goal. Yeah, that is none of Allison or Edison. But that's a great goal, man. Jesus Christ. God damn. Anyways, man, we gotta go right back and we gotta go back to Up to Joe. And we just gotta finish off talking about this game between Spain and Slovakia. Give you guys some up to stats and then we move into Group F, guys. All right, so let me hit you with that. Let's go. All right, so 4. Spain have drawn each of their last 4 major tournament matches, World Cup and Euros. Among European nations, only Italy, 5 from 1980 to 1982, have ever had a longer run of successive such draws, neutralized. But they did went on to, break the jinx, and they won the game. 2. In Eric Garcia 20 and Pedri 18, Spain have named 2 players aged 20 or below in their starting 11 for a Euros match for a first time. Excuse me. Well, it's the first time they've done so at any major tournament since the 2006 World Cup versus France, Ramos and Fabregas. Trust. And these players did play well. Eric Garcia had a solid game. As much as I don't like Eric Garcia anymore, he had a solid game. He did. I'm fair, guys. I'm very fair. He had a solid game. He definitely had a solid game. So let's move on to the stats where 2. Spain have failed to score. Spain have failed to score both of their penalties at Euro 2020. The first team to fail to score 2+ penalties in a single edition of the European Championships, excluding shootouts, since the Netherlands in 2000s. Pressure. And it goes back to the striker. They need a proper striker, man. They need a proper striker. And they at least need someone who's going to put the penalties in the back of the net. You see what I'm saying? They should just let Pedri take the penalties, man. Just give it to Pedri and let him step up and let him mature. Because you give it to Alvaro Morata and he just keeps playing games after games. It's like Alvaro Morata is working for EA. Seriously, he got to be working for EA Games, the amount of freaking games that they're playing, man. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate it. And Robert is saying it's Weverton in goal. Yeah, Brazil want to rotate like that. They're overconfident. They want to give everybody a game. Let them go ahead and do that, man. Seems like Colombia on course to win that match. But let's not write off the Brazilians as yet. So, just a little bit of Copa America blended into the Euro 2020 roundup. Nothing's wrong with that at all. And we're going to continue with the up to stats where we're going to talk about this own goal that we took a look at earlier. 7. Martin Dubravka has scored the 7th own goal of Euro 2020. This is as many own goals as were scored at the 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2016 editions of the tournament combined. Calamity. I don't know what's going on. It's like the players' brains are not working. Seriously, this is the most own goals scored at any Euros, it seems. You see what I mean? This is insane, man. This is insane. God damn, what is up with all these own goals, man? And this has to be the most comical one of them all. This one. This is well, when you think back, you know, the one that was conceded by who conceded that one when he put it in. I can't even remember who conceded that own goal. That was that goalkeeper that conceded the own goal when it came off the post and he slapped it into the back of the net. I can't even remember. But there's been so many of them, I can't remember. But that was horrible stuff, though. That's what you call a howler. And the crazy thing is, before the own goal happened, I was praising Dubravka, you know. I was saying to myself, oh man, I can't wait to talk about how good Dubravka was and the fact that he plays for Newcastle and he's underrated and all of that. And then Dubravka just went to, you know, have a howler for the rest of the match. It's crazy. Commentators curse, you call it, man. All right. 4. Spain have scored 4 goals in a single match at a major tournament, World Cup and Euros, for the first time since Euro 2012 final against Italy. Statement. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. The boy Ferran Torres, big up to Leng and Sweet, one of his most favorite players. Ferran Torres, Man City player, of course. And you know the boy Dominic Rich repping Man City all the time. You see what I'm saying? All the time I'm repping City. You see, guys, this is a new City kit. If you know, join in, and it feels real. But I got it from China. I will buy the real version though, just to do a comparison. So let us get back to the up to stats. 44, scoring with his first touch, 44 seconds after coming on. Ferran Torres' goal is the fastest by a substitute in a European Championship match since Juan Carlos Valerón netted 39 seconds after coming on against Russia in 2004. Also for Spain. Entrance. Talk about a grand entry into a game. Big up to the boy Ferran. Seems like he is putting on some weight though, and he's like actually putting some freaking meat on those bones, and that's good. See, it seems like he's maturing. He looked a bit flimsy. Look a bit flimsy early on in last season. So that's good. We need a confident Ferran Torres. So what else we got here? But you know what? Let's go back to the Ferran Torres thing really quick. A lot of opposition fans would see, for example, Ruben Diaz haven't really had a good tournament, right? People would be saying, oh, how did Ruben Diaz win Premier League Player of the Season? Duh, he's playing for Man City, not Portugal, to win that. Okay? But they would never give credit to, for example, when Ferran Torres does well, when Raheem Sterling does well. You see what I'm saying? If Bernardo Silva is doing well, they don't do that. But they would talk about Ruben Diaz. People just love negativity. That's what it is. Negativity. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the retweet on this one right about now. Retweet to Blood Clay. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to me. 5. Spain have scored 5 goals in a single European Championship match for the very first time. With this, their 43rd fixture in the competition. Star. This is a big performance. This is a statement performance by Spain. Seriously. Because they were lukewarm in the tournament, man. And they could have got knocked out if Slovakia had actually shown up on the day. But they didn't. Spain did their thing and ended up with the victory. 5. And before we move on, guys, I have to give a shout out to the fans, man. The fans. You and the fans at the stadium. Because the tournament feels so real with fans. It's so good to have fans back in the stadiums, man. That noise, that real fan cheering. You see what I'm saying? The jeers, the boos, the hurrahs. You see what I mean? That's what we need. The standing ovations. That's what we need. You know what I mean? The silence, the lulls. That's what we need. And not the empty stadiums, man. You know what I mean? It's a little bit too airy. It's a little bit too airy hearing players scream and talking to each other. We want to hear the fans screaming in the background. That's what we love. 5. Spain's 5-0 win over Slovakia was their joint largest margin of victory by any side in a European Championship match, marking the 5th 5-goal victory in the competition and the first time since Sweden 5, Bulgaria 0 in 2004. Famous. It was a statement. It was a statement win. And if Morata was actually better, it could have got even uglier, man. It could have. So, do we have any more up to stats here? No, we don't. And what we're going to do, we're going to hit the comment section. We're going to just finish off this group. And then we're going to go into Group F. We're here for a long time. I don't have work tomorrow, guys. We could talk about these games for a long time. So, Sweden tops the group, Spain second, Slovakia third, and Poland last. Something that we have to do, we have to look at the brackets. And we got to see who they're going to play. You guys want to see that? I'm going to bring that up right now. We're going to see who they're going to play. You get down to the bottom here. And sorry for the fast scrolling and all, but I have to get down to the bottom. And you guys could see right here. Top in the group, Sweden versus Ukraine. And we are not going to get into predictions right about now. We will get into predictions on another day. I can't guarantee that I will be live tomorrow. Don't know how I'm gonna feel, but it's gonna be I think it should be tomorrow because my wife's not going to work tomorrow, so that'll be a very good day to actually do this stream. So I think tomorrow might be fine. So you take a look here at the brackets, guys. I hope you're seeing everything clearly. Put your phone in landscape so that you could see it a lot clearer. Because if you have it, in vertical mode, it might be a bit too small. So put it in landscape and you get to see everything a lot clearer. So Sweden play Ukraine. Then if they beat Ukraine, they play the winner of the England or Germany match. And I think right now, the way England are playing and the way Germany are playing, Sweden would fancy their chances against both of those teams. They would. And Sweden are the favorites against Ukraine right now. Even though Ukraine could actually show up on the day and beat them. We know this. It's well poised in around a 16. But I think Sweden are the front runners here, and they should move on to Rome in the quarters to face one of England or Germany. And you see, if they get to the quarters, they could meet Netherlands, Czech Republic, Wales, or Denmark. And as I mentioned, Sweden could get back to London in the quarterfinals. So, look, the ceiling is very high for the Swedish team right about now. Listen, my ceiling... semis. I'm not saying they're going to make the semis right now. I'm just saying the ceiling, semis. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but you never know. You never know, man. You never know. You never know. You never ever know. So for the other team that went through from this group, Spain, they play Croatia. And the winner of the Spain-Croatia will play France or Switzerland. So let's say France beats Switzerland, where we do expect France to beat Switzerland, but with Shaqiri playing the way he's playing, you never know. And Spain, let's say Spain get past Croatia. Oh man, Spain versus France would be a big one. Croatia versus France, a rematch of the World Cup final, will be a huge one as well. But guys, these round of 16 games are very, very difficult, man. Because then you want to write off the listen, as much as you want to write off the underdog, you shouldn't write off the underdog. And we're going to see a few underdogs go through. It's not just going to be clear-cut where, for example, right, you have Belgium versus Portugal. That's a marquee matchup. That's what you call a marquee matchup right there. Belgium, Portugal, that one is huge, man. Seriously. That one is as big as it gets in the round of 16. That one is huge. And it's sad that we won't have one of Belgium or Portugal in the quarterfinal. Only one go through. Then there's Italy, Austria. There's France, Switzerland. Croatia, Spain. Sweden, Ukraine, which is very balanced. That's a balanced one. England, Germany. Like, think about that. Two heavyweights coming up in the round of 16. Netherlands, the Czech Republic, they're a little lighter. And Wales, Denmark. Ukraine, the luckiest team at Euro 2020. I think they're the only third place team to go through on 3 points. Yep, they were. And Finland are very unlucky to miss out. Very, very unlucky to miss out. I feel bad for Finland. I think they were very good at the tournament. Slovakia, let's not even talk about them. But Finland were very unlucky to miss out. But Ukraine, they locked out. Because back in 2016, no team that got 3 points with a negative goal difference went through. And they went through with a negative goal difference. So they really, really locked out. So what are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Talk to me. Chrome Dome. Yo, what's up? Was just watching your latest video and checked out your channel. Thank you very much, man. To all the new people in the channel, in the community right now, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. You know, it is my gratitude goes out. So Aviator World Cup final rematch would be great too. God, Croatia not underdog. Nah, man, Croatia would always be underdogs, man. Believe me, they would. And they love to be underdogs as well. So what else we got here? Stefan Muradali, how many games you think will go into penalty shootouts? We will get penalty shootouts. Out of 8 matches, maybe at least 2 will get into penalty shootouts. Penalty shootouts are too much tension, man. It's too much nerves. Too much nerves. Croatia's game might go into penalty shootout. You never know. And they might win it too because Spain can't take penalties. But guys, all I know, we're gonna have a fun round of 16. Just like the group stages were very, very good. And I think I feel so proud of myself, man, that I got to do a live stream for every friggin' match day. Every day except the opening day. I did a live stream every single day. And hence the reason why my voice is almost gone. It's almost gone, man. But listen, I'm strong, man. I'm strong and I'm still here. Still, maybe if I was covering the Copa America simultaneously with the Euros, I wouldn't have a voice right now. So it's a good thing I left that one. And the crazy thing is, when the Euros are over, then we go into the CONCACAF Gold Cup. So, and I'll be talking about that tournament as well. So yeah, man. Paul says, hope you feel better soon. Thank you very much, Paul, man. Listen, when I'm done this stream, I kid you not, I'm going to go for a run. I have to go for a run. I need to sweat this out. I really need to sweat this out, man. So, guys, what we're going to do right now, we're going to go into the next group, Group F, where we have 2 games to talk about. And we don't want to delay too much because we already been streaming for an hour 23 minutes. And we took all that time to talk about these matches from Group E. And it's quite fine, man. It is quite fine. It is quite fine. I like to take my time and I like to get everything covered. I don't like to rush. We're not here to rush. That's not what this is about. I'm not here to rush. I want to take my time and break everything down. Don't want to leave any stone unturned. And I want to get this thing covered properly. All right? So Group F. Group F. Where France, Germany, and Portugal have advanced to the round of 16. And it was indeed the group of death, man. This is the group that you guys have all been waiting to talk about. Group F. Group F. Aaron Guy is saying, Dom, I can't believe how arrogant some England fans are. The mere fact, some actually think we beaten Germany. I think, listen, England got a good chance against Germany. I'm going to say that right now. England got a good chance. Listen, man, if Hungary could pick up a draw and almost beat this German team, England got a chance. England got a chance. Paul is saying standard English arrogance, Aaron. Yeah, we know the English are arrogant, but listen, they have a chance here. They have a chance. So, Yopia is saying, I know, right? I'm from Hungary. Big up to Yopia, coming all the way out from Budapest, Hungary. How are you doing? Diogene. I'm not going to try to say your last name, but Tiran de Cura, Mr. Diogene Tiran de Cura says Germany will expose England if they start Goretzka. I think Goretzka has to start that game. I think he does. Dantora at Dominic, England will be more easy for Germany because they don't have a 5-chain tank turbo defense. Germany will play versus England like versus Portugal. Oh man, that would be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing because the game will be at Wembley too. So that will definitely be embarrassing, man. If Germany destroy England like they did Portugal, that would be an embarrassment. You see what I'm saying? That would be really, really... Listen. You know, you had that whole thing, the disgrace of Hihon back in 1982. That would be the embarrassment of Wembley if England get thrashed 4-0 or 4-2 or something like that. But let's talk about these games, man. Of course, both games were played simultaneously. And I'm telling you, man, it was a roller coaster ride. I felt like I was at Six Flags Great Adventures. Both games ended in a 2-2 draw. Luckily for Germany, luckily for Portugal. Because Portugal were on course to actually get knocked out. they were going to get knocked out. And Germany may have squeezed through on goal difference, but it wasn't looking good for Portugal at all. But there was a situation where when Hungary was ahead and then Portugal was joined to France, Germany were getting knocked out. So it was too much, man. It was way too much to handle. I was watching these games in the couch and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm there and I'm not feeling too well. And I'm like, oh man, what we got here? Hungary. Let's talk about this game first between Portugal and France. And we leave the Hungary-Germany game for last, because that one was actually the most exciting match. Guys, give me a second. I got to get this piece of tissue. I'm still here. Don't go nowhere. Still here. Pardon me. Excuse me. So in this game, we had braces from Ronaldo, who scored in the 31st minute from the penalty spot. And then Benzema equalized from the penalty spot. And then Karim Benzema put France ahead in the 47th minute. And then Ronaldo from the penalty spot again in the 60th minute put Portugal level. And they needed to go level, or else they would have been heading out of the tournament for sure. And wait, when we say they were heading out of the tournament, though, were they really heading out of the tournament? Yeah, they were. Because they would have been coming in last if Hungary had beat Germany. Yeah, that's what it was. Because with the draw, Hungary would have got 2 points. Portugal would have come in third. And I think they would have pipped Ukraine to that final third place spot. They would would have just come in third. Ukraine would have got through anyways. Let's not confuse ourselves here. So just to take a look at this lineup really fast, the Portuguese lineup, where Fernando Santos had to make changes, man. And I'm surprised that he did not drop Nelson Semedo, but Nelson Semedo actually had a better game against France than he had against Germany. Against Germany, it was a rotten performance. I think he played better. He did get taken off where Diego Dallo came on to make his international debut. And it seems as if the right back stock over in Portugal is very, very low. Because with Cancelo's absence and then Nelson Semedo has to deputize, and then you bringing in a debutant, they don't have a lot of right backs, it seems, or quality right backs. But I have to say, before I forget to mention, man, this partnership at the back between Ruben Diaz and Pepe, it has been a poor partnership. They have not lived up to expectation at all, man. What do you guys think about that analysis? They have not lived up to expectation. Ruben Diaz is actually playing like he just did not. He's okay. Let me put it this way. Ruben Diaz isn't playing like he just won the damn Player of the Season with Man City. We're seeing a shadow of the Ruben Diaz that just played for City and won the Premier League title and got to the Champions League final and everything. Because I don't know what I'm seeing here from Ruben Diaz, because that second goal by Benzema, that Pogba ball, what was Ruben Diaz even doing? What was he doing? He was running, trying to catch up with Benzema, and he couldn't even catch up to Benzema. And Benzema isn't express. So I'm kind of disappointed with Ruben Diaz's performance at the Euros so far. Seriously, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Not because I'm a City fan and he's a City player. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to keep it real. So Lennon Sweet is asking if he's tired. Maybe he is. And maybe Fernando Santos should have given him a rest and play Jose Font or something, because Ruben Diaz does not look like the Rolls Royce that he was for Man City last season. So By Fanario is saying, I disagree. They lack the support from the sides. Pepe is playing quite well. All right. How are you conceding so many goals, though? You just conceded 6 goals. 6, That's too many goals to be conceding, man. Way too many goals to be conceding by Fanario. Way too many goals. Listen, with a quality defense like that on paper, you shouldn't be conceding so many goals. So they got to get their act together in the second round, which is the round of 16, or else Portugal are getting knocked. Listen, they can't. Let me just put it this way: they cannot defend like that against Belgium. They can't. They can't. The changes, Joao Moutinho and Renato Sanchez. You saw what Renato Sanchez has been doing. I think Renato Sanchez, behind Cristiano Ronaldo, who has been scoring the goals for Portugal, Renato Sanchez has been their best player. Seriously. And he deserves to start every game. And you could see more dynamism in the midfield with Joao Moutinho, the veteran, and Renato Sanchez alongside Danilo. And that's the way it should have been in the damn first place. Or in the first damn place, I should say. You see what I mean? But Jota, I didn't see much from Jota today. Bernardo was alright. But you got to give it to Cristiano Ronaldo, though, who stepped up to score his 108th and his 109th goal to match the international record of the great Iranian striker Ali Daei. 109. That's big. Ronaldo is now the greatest goal scorer ever in international football. And I think if he might score against Belgium, I don't know, but he could surpass Ali Daei at this tournament. If he does it, that'll be crazy. Guys, remember we are talking about the champions, the defending champions. We're not talking about some team who did okay at the last tournament. We're talking about the defending champions here. And we have a good question here. Pedro Diaz is asking. And you can tell that Pedro Diaz is definitely from Portugal, right? You could tell. Pedro Diaz is asking, what do you think of Paulinho, Dom? Paulinho did come off the bench. And I noticed this kind of tall figure on the field doing very well. And he had a late run in the game. And I was like, whoa, this guy looked good. And you know what I mean? The player looked good on the field. I don't mean the guy looked good or anything. Yeah, and I'm saying, get your mind out the gutter, guys. But this change right here, it came late. Came late in the game. Let me find a change right there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where the hell is that change? Yeah, right here, right here. It was actually made in the 46th minute, but I didn't even notice him until that run. He won the title with Sporting, and he looked good. He looked good. Don't expect to see him at Sporting for a very, very long time. And Danilo did get rough up. That's the reason why he did have to come off. So, yeah. Paulinho looks good. And we even got to see Sergio Oliveira get a run out, man. That was a good one. That was a very, very good one. Something strange happened, though. Luca Digne got subbed on, and he got subbed off right away. And I was like, what the hell just happened there? So he came on at halftime, and he spent 6 minutes. He didn't want to go off. And the fact that I was watching both games, I didn't really know why he was taken off, if he got an injury or something. So if anybody had any information on that, let me know, because I didn't really understand what had happened there. And that is what happens when you're watching two games at the same time. Thank God that's not going to happen again for the rest of the tournament, because I can't deal with watching two games at the same time at all. That's torture, man. But they have to do that because of collusion. You don't want no collusion in the group, you know what I'm saying? You don't want teams that's linking up and say, hey, man, you don't want the disgrace of Gijon happening all over again. You see what I'm saying? You don't want the disgrace of Munich happening. Something like that. Something strange like that. So, Chrome Dome is saying, oh, thought you meant two games by the what else we got here? Robert, should they do a second draw to determine the matchups? That would be interesting. Oh, Oh, yeah. That would have been crazy, right? That would have been crazy. But the draw was predetermined. So the draw was made already and they just slotted them in, if that's what you're talking about. Aaron Guy, Dom, surely you can't say England have a chance against Germany, though. That is like saying Burnley will win the Premier League. Nah, England do have a chance. I am going to say it. England do have a chance against Germany. They do. They do have a chance. I'm not going to say right now that they're going to beat Germany, but they do have a chance. You guys have to wait until I make my prediction, though. But Germany, they're not looking that good, man. They're not looking that good. So, just to refer from my notes, let's go back from my notes. It was a slow start to this game. And for France, they did make a few changes as well, bringing in Corentin Tolisso. Guys, haven't I been asking for Tolisso to start ahead of Rabiot? I told you guys Rabiot is a waste. Told you. Adrian Rabiot is a waste of time. What surprised me was Jules Koundé at right back, and it didn't work out at all. It did not work out. I saw one time the ball was passed to Koundé and he couldn't even control the ball. I think the occasion was getting the better of Jules Koundé. Like he was nervous or something. I don't know what was going on. But Koundé looked a bit nervous. There was another change. Luka Hernandez came in for Luca Digne. So those were the three changes made from the previous match against Hungary. I actually thought that Benzema was going to get dropped for Giroud, but he wasn't. And he ended up scoring 2 goals after coming out from the wilderness. Benzema back. You know what I'm saying? Classy. Like a Mercedes-Benz. Those are good goals. Those are very, very good goals. Very, very good stuff by Karim Benzema, though. Proven to be a lot more clinical than he was in the previous matches. So, slow start to the game. First 15 minutes, very slow. Mbappe had a good shot saved by Patricio in the 17th. And in the 28th minute there, around the 28th minute, for the Cristiano Ronaldo penalty goal, Lloris came out and he took out Danilo Pereira. And a lot of people might say that that's not a penalty. But when you look back at it, that was indeed a penalty because Danilo had gotten to the ball before Lloris. And Lloris just smashed him. And I think maybe it had an adverse effect on Danilo and he had to come off later. You know, so I think Danilo got touched up again later on in the game. He came off around the 46th minute. So Ronaldo stepped up. And I was saying, before I lost my train of thought there, Ronaldo with those 2 penalties, right? You got to give it to him for having the nerves of steel to step up and dispatch these penalties, because if he had missed these penalties, where players have not been good at taking penalties at Euro 2020, it could have been disaster for Portugal. It could have been. But I think they still would have went through. They still would have went through as one of the best third place teams if they had lost the game. But they could have pushed later on in the game to get a third to avoid Belgium. And it would have been, you know, Germany. Would have been Germany versus Belgium. That would have been an interesting one, though. Seriously. Aviators saying Hungary is far better than England this year. LOL. Well, look. Hungary, since we're on Group F, has been one of the best teams in Group F, if not the most impressive team, as I said in my group analysis. They have been one of the most impressive. Well, they have been the most impressive team. Aviator. Hungary play with heart and passion. Guys, give me a second. I need to blow my nose, man. I need to blow. I don't know, man. I'm getting sick, but I'll hold up. It's a good thing we have 2 days break, and I could take 1 day to relax. But I will come back to do the round of 16 prediction, though, for real, live with you guys. Just give me a second. All right. Just had to blow my nose there, man. God damn it. Jeez, I got the sniffles. The boy got the sniffles. I got to go for a run I'm drinking some lemonade right now to help with the voice. I had some honey earlier and everything, so hence the reason why I still have my voice. I'll be good. I'm a trooper. 1 hour 41 minutes. We almost done. We going through. So going back to the Ronaldo thing, nerves of steel and very good in front of goal. Very good in front of goal. Ali Daye's record done and dusted pretty soon. So we have big up to AD, who says, can't believe Brazil is losing. That was an amazing goal by Colombia. Yeah, we already looked at it, and it's 1-0 right now at halftime. So thank you very much for coming in with the Copa America stuff there, AD. And what else we got here? Bogas is saying, at Dominic Rich FC, referee from that penalty for France is stupid. Mbappe made for the foul. Look his body behavior. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that right now. We're going to get to that. Definitely going to get to that. So up until that point when Portugal scored, I think it was actually a better performance by Portugal from the previous matches, where, of course, they lost horribly to Germany, and it took them the last 10 minutes to beat Hungary. And that was the 45th minute when Pogba passed that ball. Brilliant ball by Pogba. And look, to talk about Paul Pogba a bit, though, before we talk about that penalty, to talk about Paul Pogba. Number 6 here, Paul Pogba. This guy is so damn good for France. But for United, he is a shadow. Like, how is he so good for France, but for United, he's like, meh. Please help me understand here. Look at these stats. These stats are brilliant. Please help me understand how he's so atrocious for United, and he's always injured for United. But whenever it comes to France, the man just shows up and he's freaking world class. You see what I'm saying? He's basically ass for United and world class for France. You see what I'm saying? And Paul Bay is also saying Wijnaldum at Liverpool. Yeah, similar situation too. Similar situation. And for Netherlands, he's insane. So AD is saying France have better players than United. It's not even that. It's just that something playing for France, it just bring out something in Paul Pogba, man. And he's been very, very good. He's been the creative force for France. Deep line playmaker there. So that was a brilliant ball. And it goes back to the last comment I was talking about. Mbappe embellished. I have it written down right here. He went down way too easy, and I don't like that. He embellished. He really embellished that, and he looked for it, and the referee gave the penalty. The reason why the referee had to give the penalty is because it's not like a clear and obvious error that he made, so he had to give the penalty. So Bogas is saying, think about one thing. If that hand would have been a little lower, imagine Danilo's next situation. For that moment, Lloris needed a yellow for sure. Lloris did get the yellow. That was the correct call. The Mbappe call was the correct call again. But it could have also been a situation where they could have turned it around and give it no penalty. But because it wasn't a clear and obvious, Nelson Semedo didn't touch him, it had to be given. So look, Benzema stepped up, put it in the back of the net, 1-1. And well, wait. That was 1-1 at halftime, right? Let me just double. Yeah, 1-1 at halftime. I don't know why I have I do have 1-1 written here. And then I have the 2-1 right under it, where Benzema did score just after the halftime break, because that was a brilliant ball by Paul Pogba. And I think the linesman initially had put up his flag for that one, but with the VAR check on the goal, it was given. Great ball by Paul Pogba. Ruben Diaz, I don't know what he was doing, whether he was sleeping or he was thinking about the next season for Man City or what, but that was not a good defensive showing by Portugal at all. And at that time in the game, they were losing. They were losing because I'm pretty sure that Hungary was beating Germany. Because for the Hungary-Germany game, Hungary scored in the 11th minute, and it's not until the 66th minute that Kai Havertz equalized. So with France beating Portugal, Portugal was actually at the bottom of the table. So they needed to get a goal back. And they did get the goal back from another penalty where Koundé was given handball. That one happened so quick and I barely saw that one. I think I need to actually see that handball again to see whether it was a penalty or not, because I didn't really see that one properly. So we're gonna get to see that one again. And I see Koundé is trending. Koundé is actually trending. Koundé is trending on Twitter right now. And it goes back to what I was actually telling you guys about Mr. Jules Koundé. The boy Jules didn't look too good on the day at all, man. The boy Jules didn't look good. So we have a tweet here saying, by Les Owens, does Koundé's handball mean he's no longer worth 70 million? That is funny. And he actually retweeted, so are the Ruben Diaz Ballon d'Or shouts going to continue? Nah, those shouts are done. Ruben Diaz is not getting the Ballon d'Or anymore. His performance at the Euros has not been good at all. Not. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Now we're getting some more insight on what happened with Digne. Bad day for Digne. On at halftime, pulls a muscle within 6 minutes off for Adrien Rabiot. But Digne didn't actually want to go off, though. Digne thought he could have actually stay on. So this is what we have here. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the handball shout. Let's take a look at the handball shout. Big up to the boy Josh Byrne, man. Josh Byrne, Josh Byrne, I thought you were actually American. What's up with the oh, this is John Burns. I'm like, sorry, we have a Josh Byrne in here. And I thought this was actually Josh Byrne, but this is John Byrne. Well, I've got a reason to get to the pub at 10 a.m. on Saturday for Wales and Denmark. Hey, Dominic, I hope your weekend is full of good football. Thank you very much for the 5 Canadian super chat, man. Seriously, appreciate that. And look, we got some good games coming up on the weekend, man. We got 2 games each day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. God damn. And I'll be live every day to talk about this, guys. Every single day. So, AD is asking, was Pavard not fully fit? The thing is, Pavard have struggled at the Euro so far, though. After he got that hit, he struggled. So I think that's why he didn't feature. Plus, the fact that France had gone through, regardless to the result, yeah, they could have afforded to put on Koundé. But let's take a look at this handball right about now. Look at this. It's close proximity, you know. It's close proximity. Nah. That was wild, man. Koundé, you a wild boy for that, Koundé. Look at this again, guys. You're wild. Look at this. What is he doing, though? Good block for the first one. Good block. But what is this, though? What is this? What is this? Why you have your hands up in the air like that, Koundé? You see what I'm saying? Poor defending. Very, very poor defending by Jules. Jules, I'm so happy that City didn't buy you and we bought Ruben Diaz. So, hard luck, Jules. Better luck next time, Jules. So, Ronaldo stepped up and he dispatched the penalty to score his 109th international goal to equal the GOAT goal scorer, Ali Daye. So, I think Ronaldo obviously would go on to be the greatest international goal scorer of all time. And maybe Romelu Lukaku would look to hunt him down because Lukaku is still very young at 28 years old. and he's scoring them for fun, especially when Belgium are going to play World Cup qualifiers and Euro qualifiers in the future against the minnows of Europe. And a lot of these goals for Ronaldo may have come against these minnows. So, and Ali Daye's. A lot of Ali Daye's goals didn't really come against top class oppositions as well. So, I guess you can't discredit these guys. You can't. In the 68th minute, Pogba had a brilliant shot saved by Patricio, and the rebound was also saved by from that Griezmann shot. And that was one of the saves of the tournament, though. That was a brilliant save. That was a huge save, man. I think we need to see that save too, you know. Let's see if we find that save. Patricio, I'm gonna use up all let's use up all the plays we can get. The rebound, right? Look at this, and then the rebound, and then the rebound with the other save. Patricio, take a bow. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. I know you guys like videos. I know you like videos, but I won't OD in terms of the videos though. So the game ended 2-2. I didn't really have anything else written down. The only thing I had was Diego Dallo making his debut for Nelson Semedo. The game fizzled out where Portugal, they were trying to win the game to avoid Belgium, but the efforts were futile, and they will go on to play Belgium in the next round, and France will play the Swiss. So, guys, in terms of stats for this game, got to hit you with some stats, of course. And we had Portugal with 10 shots at goal, 5 on target, 47% of the ball, 541 passes with a 90% pass accuracy. We had some quality football on the day, with the exception of the penalties and all that stuff. We had some good stuff. 90% pass accuracy stands out. For France, they also had a 93% pass accuracy after they attempted 592 passes. Awesome. 53% of the ball, 11 shots at goal, 5 on target. It ended square. Benzema and Ronaldo, they take the spoils. Who had player of the match for this? Who had star of the match? I didn't even know who won star of the match. It got to be Ronaldo. They probably give it to Ronaldo. So, I don't know who won. Okay, who won star of the match? Does anybody know who? Oh, Karim Benzema got it. Benzema got it. Star of the match, Karim Benzema. So, it was Benzema. So, congratulations to Karim Benzema. So, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to hit you with some up to stats, and then we're going to round out this one. We're going to talk about the round of 16, and we're going to hit the comments to see what you guys have to say. You know? We're going to see. So, yeah. Okay. Just checking my messages there, you know, just checking on my daughter still. Her mom was saying that she may have been dehydrated. So, yeah. Gotta pick her up. You know what I mean? When her mom is at work and then, you know what I'm saying, guys? You know, yeah. Yeah, she needs to be with a parent. So, let us look at the up to stats right about now. Let's look at up to Joe. And let's give you guys some more value for your head tops. I know you love the up to stats. You get to learn a lot of things. I get to learn a lot of things too, even though most of these up to stats I've already heard during the game. But let's take a look at these up to stats right now. France, Portugal, marquee matchup. Two of the most stacked up 11s, two of the most stacked up squads met, and they couldn't separate each other. 2-2. It was a good game. It was a very good game, and it was a very good day of football, man. The Group E games between Sweden, Poland, the one between Slovakia, Spain, Portugal, France, and Germany, Hungary were all classic matches for the right and for some of the wrong reasons, you know, if you are a Hungarian fan or if you are a Slovakian fan. So let's just get the up to stats and let us talk. Okay. So what we got here? This is the fifth match Fifth match between Portugal and France at a major tournament, but it's the first time they've met in the group stages. All 4 previous encounters took place in the semis. Euro 1984, Euro 2000, World Cup 2006, or Final 2016. Heavyweights. This is crazy. And I was just talking about how, big these teams are. First time they have met in a group stage of any tournament. Sometimes you need that, man. Sometimes you need to see the big matchups in the groups and, not where one of the teams are going to get knocked out. So Portugal lives, France lives, and they get to fight another day. So let us go in terms of the stats. Let's find this other one here. All right. Major tournament goals, European players. Cristiano Ronaldo at the top with 20. Another record broken. We've been talking about the Ali Daei's record, but he just broke Miroslav Klose's record with a brace in this game, where 20. Cristiano Ronaldo has become the first European player in World Cup and European Championship to score history to score a combined 20 goals across 2 competitions. Greatest. And remember, we were also talking about Ronaldo Nazario, R9. I think he has 25 goals across Copa Americas and World Cups. So, who is the GOAT? Who is the real GOAT, guys? Let me know. Let me know who is the real GOAT. All right, another Ronaldo stat. 4. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 4 goals at Euro 2020. The most by a player in the group stages at the tournament since David Villa in 2008. 4. Indeed, only Michel Platini with 7 in 1984 has ever scored more in a single group round. Desire. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And we're going to move on. Need to get better. 5. Karim Benzema scored his first goal with France since the 8th of October 2015, 5 years and 258 days ago. The longest gap between 2 goals with Le Bleu since Didier Deschamps, 7 years between his 3rd and 4th goal, also against Portugal. Finally. And I think it was the right decision made by Didier Deschamps to bury the hatchet and bring back Karim Benzema because, he just missed 5 years of his career where he's been winning Champions League for Real Madrid time and time again. So sometimes it just shows that you have to put aside your personal differences. You have to be, men, grown men, and do what's best for the betterment of the country or just for the big picture at whole. And I'm happy that Benzema is playing at the Euros, definitely, because he was one of Real Madrid's best player last season. Benzema again, 33 years. Benzema is 33. I didn't even realize. I thought Benzema was about 28, 29. Benzema is 33? God damn. Benzema, is now the oldest player to ever score more than once in a major tournament match for France. World Cup/Euros, overtaking Zinedine Zidane, 31 years, 356 days versus England at Euro 2004. Magnifique. Big up to the boy Karim Benzema. Benzema, I don't think your right hand so bad that you have to strap it up for every game? I don't believe so. What the hell is going on with Benzema's hand? Somebody need to find out. That is kind of suspect. Very suspect. We got more. 3. Portugal versus France is the first game in the history of the European Championships to see 3 penalties scored, excluding shootouts. Ripple. So you see, these up the stats are very important. So thanks to everyone who stick around to hear the up the stats and to just get some more knowledge in your head tops, man. More knowledge for the cranium, man. More knowledge. Knowledge is power. Remember that. 18. Today's 4 games at Euro 2020 saw a total of 18 goals scored. The most on a single day in the history of the competition. Frenzy. I told you guys, today was a special day in European football history. It was a goal fest. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Do not be ungrateful, man. One thing in life you should learn, do not be ungrateful. Do not be ungrateful. Dominic, all this football boring, so used to watch beautiful pep football. That's a question. No, it's not boring. It is not boring at all. It's been some good football. It's been good. Sometimes we need to see something a little different than the passing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to see some vertical balls and we need to see something else. Not the passing all the time. You know what I mean? Sorry there, Lang and Sweet, but you know, attractive football played by Man City, but sometimes, you know, you need to switch it up a little bit. Just a little bit. You see what I'm saying? People will figure you out. So let's get back. Do we have any more up to stats here? Yeah, we do. We have an exchange of jerseys here. Pepe and Benzema, former teammates at Real Madrid. Very nice to see. France won. France have finished first of their group in all 4 major tournaments under Didier Deschamps, after not doing so in their previous 3. Le Bleu are the only team to finish first of their group in all major tournaments, Euro plus World Cup, since the 2014 World Cup included. Habit. Brilliant stuff by France, man. Very dominant team. Hence the reason why I picked them to win the whole tournament. So let us see how they do against Switzerland. Which brings us to who they play in the next round. Let's talk a bit about who these teams play in the next round. What is going on with Kunde and this haircut, though? Where did it? I don't like this haircut at all. Listen, I wish I had the big hair and all, but I don't like that haircut. Don't like the haircut. Big up to the boy, Ryan LFC, man. How you feeling? How you doing? Your team Germany almost got knocked the hell out of the tournament today. So, that would have been something, right? That would have definitely been something. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the brackets, guys. Let's take a look at the brackets, and we're going to see who these teams are playing in the next round, all right? So, let's go right down to the brackets, and we are at the bracket. We are at the bracket right now. Show me the bracket, Dominic. Show me the bracket. All right. France will play Switzerland. And remember, guys, we'll get more in-depth. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I might do a video predicting these. Maybe I will. But maybe not in the style that I initially thought I was gonna do it in. I'm gonna keep things simple for the round of 16 predictions. There's probably videos on YouTube already. There's probably some people who've already put out round of 16 predictions for the Euros. There's probably. I want to do one. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Maybe I'll get it done tonight before I go to sleep. But it's good to be early, you know. And then tomorrow we'll go live. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll get up and I'll get that video done. But we'll go live tomorrow as well. So let's talk about the bracket here. France versus Switzerland. I think they'll fancy themselves playing Switzerland in Copenhagen. And no, that would be in Bucharest. Sorry, Bucharest. The Croatia-Spain game is in Copenhagen. I don't like the way they put it here, but the winner of the France-Switzerland game will play Croatia or Spain. And if France are able to beat one of those teams, they will play Italy, Austria, Portugal, or Belgium. So let me tell you something. The quarterfinals, oh my God. We have something big brewing for the quarterfinals. We definitely do. As for Portugal, oh my God. I feel bad for Portugal here, man. I feel bad for Portugal. They would have to pull off a really, 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 really big performance to get past this Belgian team. It's not going to be easy. I repeat, it's not going to be easy at all. It is not going to be easy. But can Portugal do it? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. With the quality on display there. Yes, they can. Definitely can. And before I forget to mention, since we're talking about Portugal, You see the boy Bruno Fernandes got dropped, right? The boy Bruno got dropped from the team. Jesus. Bruno got dropped. Dropped. And it actually worked out for the better. I don't know why Bruno does not show up. He does not show up when he's called upon. When he's needed, he does not show up. So, look, for Portugal, they did face Croatia in the round of 16 back in 2016, right? And for the quarterfinals, they met Poland. So I think they you know, and then they met Wales. They kind of locked out. Belgium got knocked out by Wales the last time around. So Belgium has to come good, but they would have to get past a Portugal if they are to eventually and finally win some type of international silverware. I don't understand how they haven't yet done it, but let's see if 2021 is their year. So for Belgium, Portugal, we're talking about Portugal right now. If they get past Belgium, Italy may beat Austria. It's going to be tough to get past an Italy. So I think it's going to be, look, if Portugal are to win Euro 2020, it would have to be a better performance than what they did at Euro 16. It would be a harder path because let's say you get past these teams, then you have to face France or Spain or Croatia or whatever. So, and then the semi-final might be an easier bracket over here. This side over here is a bit easier. If you guys don't realize it, that side is a bit easier, right? So yeah, the bottom side of the bracket is a bit easier than the top side. The top side is very, very, very rough. So it is going to be hard for Portugal. I think France has the easier round of 16 game, but for Portugal, it's a mountain. And we will talk about that some more tomorrow. I think I'll feel a lot better tomorrow and I'll be up for it. So what we're going to do right now, guys, we're going to move into the final game of today's analysis. And that would be the match between Germany and Hungary. And as I mentioned in my review, my group review, Hungary placed last. But Hungary were actually the most impressive team in this group. Because, look, what could you say about Hungary? They placed last. What else? What else? What else could you say? You see what I'm saying? What else could you say? They did score 3 goals. They conceded 6. But 3 of those goals were conceded in draws. And the 3 they conceded against Portugal were just so unfortunate. And it happened in the last 10 minutes of the game. So when I say Hungary were the most impressive team in the group, I believe that. Because, and I mean that. Because look, you coming up and picking up 2 draws against France and Germany, the last 2 World Cup winners. You played against Portugal, the holders of the Euros, and you put up a good fight. You barely lost in the end there. It was very unfair, a very, very unfair result. And you had these teams sweating. You had France sweating. You had Portugal sweating. You had Germany sweating. Come on, man. Come on. France has not been so impressive at the tournament so far. 1 win, 2 draws. You scored 4. You conceded 3. Like, how? That's impressive? That's not impressive. France has not clicked into top gear yet. Let's just mention that. Germany, we've seen the best of Germany so far against Portugal. But you score 6, you concede 5? How impressive is that? That's not that impressive. You lost 1, you draw 1. That's not impressive. We expect better from you. That's you or Germany. Portugal, you scored 7 and conceded 6. Like, come on. Listen, I'm not impressed. Please, I'm not impressed. You need to do a better trick. I'm not impressed by that one. Coleman is saying Hungary was impressive this year, and they were impressive back in Euro 2016 where, you know, they placed top of their group and it took Belgium to knock them out of the tournament. So remember that goalkeeper from Euro 2016 with the long pants, the Hungarian goalkeeper, the older guy with the gray hair and everything. That was some inspirational stuff, man. So every tournament Hungary has done well, and I think if they keep, pushing, who knows? Maybe they'll make it back to the World Cup. You never, ever know. You never know. The World Cup qualifiers always dish up something magical, you know what I mean? So, what else we got here? So, thank you very much. John Burns with the $5 Canadian Super Chat says, only Russia got more points than Hungary out of fourth place countries at Dominic Rich FC. And Russia weren't even that impressive. Russia weren't good. Russia weren't good. The only impressive thing Russia did was that goal by Alexei Miranchuk. Russia deserve what they get. They deserve what they get. Let's just put it that way. They deserve what they get. So let's just touch on this last game here. Germany 2, Hungary 2. Adam Jalai, 11-minute goal. 11-minute goal. What a team, man. What a team. To come up against Germany in a crunch game where Hungary must win. Must win game for Hungary, And they came into this match unchanged. Germany brought in Leroy Sané for Thomas Muller. And listen, man. Listen. Before I move on, I'm going to drop some heat right now. I'm going to drop some heat. Let's talk about this boy, Sané. Let's talk about Sané. We're going to talk about you, Sané. We're going to talk about you. You had a stinker of a game. You had a stinker of a game. Leroy Sané is not justifying his place in the German team at all. They didn't take him to World Cup 2018. He was only 22 years then. And they took him to Euro 2020. And he has been nothing short of atrocious. Leroy Sané has been atrocious. Do you guys agree with me or not? Let me know if you agree with me. And also, guys, if you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, make sure you do so. Let's get the stream up to 150 thumbs up while we're live. We do have 150 plus people in here right now. We hit 123 likes. And if you're in here and you dislike the video where we do have 5 dislikes, please turn that thing around and make it a like. All right? Don't be a hater. Let's get the stream up. Appreciate everybody in here. Guys, I'm under the weather right now, but I had to do this, man. The last 2 days have been rough for me in terms of getting the stream done. A lot of things have been happening, and and I'm still trying to keep my focus, man. Even when getting the news that my daughter, her mom said she had to take her to the hospital. After even all of that, I'm still here trying to keep my composure and trying to talk to you guys and bring you the flame, man. You see what I'm saying? So, Leroy Sané, so make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the effort, man. That's what you guys need to smash the thumbs up button for. Stop being so stingy in terms of smashing the blood clay thumbs up button, okay? Garrett G is saying, I agree with you. Sané isn't good. He is good, but he's not that good at the tournament so far, man. You know what I mean? What are you guys saying right about now? Jonathan Doru has been with the channel from the get-go. So big up to the boy Jonathan Doru, who said, Dominic Rich, you're the man. Thank you very much. Steve is saying, Scotland and Turkey are the worst teams in the Euros. You could throw Russia in there as well. And maybe Slovakia to a lesser extent. Placharo, hey Dom, do you think Sané would have done something in the 2018 World Cup? Imagine he was not in the Euros. He would have. At that time and point, Sané was on fire, and he had an attitude problem, hence the reason why they didn't take him to the tournament. So they're trying to right their wrongs, and he has been doing well for the German team, but not recently at all. He hasn't been in good form at all in his first season at Bayern Munich. So Shane Mousse, race to 200 likes. Please, guys, smash the thumbs up button. We even had another dislike. So there's somebody watching the stream who say, you know what, I'm going to dislike the video on purpose just because he's asking me to like it. You ain't got to be so spiteful, man. You ain't got to be so spiteful. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. You could dislike it if you want. Aviator F22. I thought Sane would be a lot better, honestly. You know who I expected to be a lot better too, man? Serge Gnabry has had a poor tournament too. So Gnabry has not been good. Sane has not been good. Muller has not been good. Muller has not been that good. Hummels has not been that good. Germany conceding way too many goals. They've not been that good. They have not been that good. The stand-up players for Germany, for me, it had the stand-up player. It has to be Kai Havertz, and you could mention Leon Goretzka. Listen, let's talk about Robin Gosens. Robin Gosens was ghost. He Gosens today. He was a ghost today. It's crazy, the extremes. The extremes of going from star of the match involving all 4 goals against Portugal, and then you come up against Hungary and you are a ghost. People calling you Robin goal sense, you know. And now it was basically Robin Guns nonsense today. Robin nonsense, because he played nonsense on the day. They wasn't able to get him involved in a game, and he wasn't able to cast a spell over the match at all. So, Thriller, everyone, please get rid of your PhDs, player hating degrees. Love it, man. Love it. Love it. We do have a super chat here again from the boy John Burns. Thank you very much, John Burns, for supporting the stream with your wallet. Do appreciate that. If Germany doesn't score their last goal, they're out. And if Hungary with 4 points qualifies ahead of Finland, Portugal finishes second. Yeah, listen, the permutations were absolutely amazing, man. And look, Finland, I don't think they deserve to go through on a negative 2 goal difference with 3 points. So Ukraine, being that Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk were a bit prolific in front of goal, it actually paid dividends in the end. So good stuff. We have Jiren Mopa. What do you think of Brazil goal? The referee should have refused the goal. He touched the ball. Oh, controversy going on here. Controversy. It's 1-1 in the Brazil-Colombia game. And there has been a goal scored by Brazil. And we got to take a look at that goal. We do, right? We do. We do. I'm not getting a good reception right now. All right, we do. Let's see. All right, guys. So we're going to take a look at that goal really quick. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. But thanks again there, John Burns, man. You the real deal. Big up to the boy Chris up in the house. Griezmann was better when he had short hair. Yeah, Griezmann has not been that good. He did score that equalizer against Hungary. But these guys need to step up, man. They need to step up big time, man. Seriously. They need to step up. Definitely got to step up. 5 minutes of arguing. Ooh. All right, let's take a look at that goal, guys. Let's take a look at that goal and let's see what they're talking about. And we're utilizing the live stream to steal these clips. Take a look at these clips. So we got a goal and we're going to look at it right here. Let's take a look at that right here, and we're going to see what actually happened. All right, so the goal scored. What actually happened there? What actually happened? They're protesting. They're protesting. Paqueta, Firmino, Neymar protesting. All right, what happened now? Let's see. We're going to see. Oh! Whoa! Right there, guys. Look. Whoa! So the Brazilian player smashed the ball into the referee right there. Right there. And the ref, nah. Nah. That is bullshit. Nah. That is some BS right there. That is some BS. Listen, man. That is some BS, man. That is some BS. That goal should have never stood. That goal should have never stood, man. That goal should have never stood. Look at this, guys. Look at that slowly. Bam. The referee, he did blow the whistle, you know. Brazil did have the ball, but you have to stop the game. You know why? Look at where the ball was going. Bam. The Colombian player was right there. Horrible refereeing decisions, man. Horrible refereeing decisions. Horrible. And as Nishu is saying, Dom had to walk out because of this daylight robbery. Talk about daylight robbery. Listen, man. Let me hit this thing with a retweet right about now. Listen. Talk about daylight robbery, man. Jesus, man. Oh, man. Jesus. You know what I mean? Oh, man. That was horrible. That was horrible. And guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dominic Rich FC. And you could reach me on my DMs from there if you have anything nice to say, okay? But that was daylight robbery. Daylight robbery. John Burns. I like Dominic. He sees BS. He calls BS. That's what it is. That's what it is. Paul Bailly. That's a crappy goal. What else we got here? VAR. Useless here again. I'm telling you, man. Paid ref. LOL. BS goal. Brazil cheaters. At Dominic. You got to see that 71st minute of Paulinho, clear cut, and then on Oman was screaming his name. I did see it. I did see Paulinho, that run. I did see the run made by Paulinho. But we're not gonna steal any more footages from the. Let me see something. Let me see if Paulinho is actually anybody's talking about that. Oh, Paulinho, not. Oh, okay. People are talking about some nutmeg Paulinho. Okay. All right. Let me see something. Paulinho, Pogba. Let me see something. Let me see if we got anything. Yeah, we're not getting any videos on that one. Paulinho, Portugal. Let me see something. We're not getting nothing on that one, guys. It's all right. We're not gonna look at that one. But I did see when Paulinho had that brilliant run though. So big up to the boy Joao Paulinho. I think that's his name, right? Joao Paulinho. Quality player. And you see, the thing is, right? Players, like, you have Bruno Fernandes. I was telling a Man United fan today that Bruno Fernandes went to United for, like, what? A whole lot of money, right? Let's say United had, let's say... I know Bruno Fernandes has, done a great job. But... let's say another team went in and they got Pedro Gonçalves before the season where, Sporting had won the title. They would have gotten Pedro Gonçalves for cheap or Paulinho for cheap. So it's all about doing your scouting and not really picking up a player when they're on top of their game and you have to pay the premium. So the better you scout is the less you actually pay. You see what I'm saying? So... let's get back to this game, guys. Shalai, he scored. Lovely header. Salai with the ball in. And it was the Mainzman that gave Hungary the lead in this game. Ironically, two Bundesliga men linked up. Adam Jalai and Salai, who plays for Freiburg. So a Mainzman and a Freiburg man linked up and almost destroyed the German national team in Germany. So you got to give it to Hungary, man. Hummels had a header, which he hit onto the post from a corner in the 21st minute. So after Hungary scored against a runner play and shocked the Germans, they had a few chances. Matthias Ginter had a shot that if it had fell to maybe an attacker, it would have been put in the back of the net. So they were actually, Germany were teasing. They were trying to get back into the game, and they had some good moments. Schaefer had a shot blasted over for Hungary. And at halftime, it was 1-0 in favor of the Hungarians. And at that time and point, Germany, I think, were actually heading out. If you go back and you check the France game, the France match between them and Portugal. Let me see at halftime, just to refresh my memory there. At halftime, it was 1-1. So Germany were going out at halftime in that game. So Joachim Löw, he must have given a very, very nervous speech to get his boys, back on the right track. And they came out and they got their goal. Havertz in the 66th minute. But It was a meltdown by the keeper Gulaski, man. That was a nightmare attempted save. But wait. We're going too far ahead. We're going way too far ahead. I apologize for going so far ahead. Before we move on and before we talk about that goal scored by Havertz there from that terrible, that terrible mistake by Gulaski, we have to take a look at something. I bet you guys don't know what I'm about to look at right now. You guys need to listen. Listen. Somebody, let me see who's gonna guess what I'm about to look at right now. Somebody need to guess what I'm about to look at right now, because I'm trying to find a little clip of it right now, but somebody need to find this. Somebody need to guess. Somebody gotta guess this. I can't find it yet, I really can't find it. Why nobody put this on Twitter? Somebody need to put this on Twitter though. I can't find it. But what I'm actually talking about is that Leroy Sané corner, man. Jesus Christ. How? I don't know. I really don't know what has gotten into Leroy Sané. That Leroy Sané corner was horrible. He attempted to take a corner and blasted the ball way over on the other side. Big up to the boy Robert Rodriguez, who said later, Dom and everyone. Thanks for the chat and analysis as usual. Gotta go now. Maybe see you maybe on Saturday. Yeah, or maybe tomorrow when we're live again. So thank you very much, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that was a horrible corner by Leroy Sané. And, it was awful. It was awful. And then he ended up getting a yellow card for a terrible handball where he was chasing down a Hungarian player, and he wasn't able to catch the player and handle the ball. So we're hearing that there's a last-minute goal by Brazil, and they would go on to win the game. Oh, man. What a bummer, right? What a bummer. It's still 1-1 on Twitter, though. Oh, last-minute winner by Neymar. Oh, my God. A last-minute winner by Neymar Jr. Oh, man. And Brazil wins the game. Oh, boy. I think Colombia deserves something from the match. They did. And I think this one would cause a big stir. Because, that goal should have never stood, man. It hit the referee. The rule is the referee got to stop the game. And that was atrocious refereeing. Atrocious refereeing. But going back to that Gulaski nightmare. That Gulaski nightmare for that Havertz goal. That was horrible. Gulaski coming out, trying to thump the ball away, but misses the thump, misses the punch. The ball lands on Hummel's head. The best thing Hummels has done so far at the Euros, by the way. And it loops up and falls nicely to Kai Havertz, who tapped it in, 1-1. But, miraculously, and what's so crazy, and they always talk about when you just score, you're at your most vulnerable. Freaking Hungary got the lead again. Schaefer with the goal, and it was right from kickoff. Jalai, I should say, to Schaefer, who headed the ball past Manuel Neuer. That was the German. Listen, this is the German defense you guys think are going to get deep into the tournament. I don't know. Man. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that, man. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, it was a reprieve for Gulaski. Immediately after that horrible error, they got their lead. But then the Germans, desperation stuff, because Portugal were actually, they had got back into the game by then with that 68-minute penalty by Ronaldo. And I know the news must have spread. Joachim Goretzka came on. He brought on Musiala. He brought on Kevin Volland. And he really threw the kitchen sink at it. And it paid dividends. Tony Cruz, who I think did not really play that well at the tournament so far. Cruz need to step his game up. But Goretzka, man, Goretzka blasting the ball through a sea of defenders after Hungary didn't really deal with the initial ball that well. And their defense was breached. They put up a good fight, but they couldn't see it through. And if they had saw off the Germans, they would have actually gone on to the next round, where I think they maybe they deserve to go on to the next round. I thought that we were actually going to see a big casualty here in terms of maybe Spain getting knocked out, Germany or Portugal getting knocked out. But none of the big teams got knocked out in the first round of Euro 2020, which is kind of weird though. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it, you expect a big team to suffer, but it has not happened. But what we know for sure, that it will happen in the round of 16. It must happen in the round of 16. So just to hit you guys with some stats for this game: Germany 2, Hungary 2. Stats: Germany 18 shots at goal, 7 on target, 76% of the ball, 721 passes, 90% pass accuracy. They were very pretty. 6 corners. They were very pretty. They did a lot of things right, but they just couldn't keep the ball out the back of the net. Those counterattacks. Their defense sleeping. Their defense falling asleep. The high line is getting caught out time and time again. And Manuel Neuer is not the sweeper keeper he used to be. He's not. He's getting caught out time and time again. But big up to the Hungarians for valiant effort. 9 shots at goal, 4 on target, 24% of the ball, 236 passes, 71% pass accuracy. You got to give it to Hungary. 1 single corner. And as Trilla is saying, I'm thoroughly entertained by this tournament so far. Makes my summer interesting. Man, I hope the Gold Cup is this good. Also, something I have to mention too. You guys think I don't get underneath my Manchester City players and I get up in there? Listen, I'm a get in that ass, man. And not, get your mind out the gutter. Look, Ilkay Gundogan has not been good. Ilkay Gundogan has not been good. I think he deserved to get dropped. This ain't Man City. This is Germany. If you're not playing well, drop you. Drop him. Goretzka needs to start ahead of Gundogan. Goretzka has to start ahead of Gundogan. Sane needs to get dropped. Play Musiala or somebody else. Seriously. They have options. They got options. You see that? Ilkay Gundogan taking off for Goretzka. Who wins the game? Goretzka. You see that? Play Timo Werner ahead of Leroy Sané or something. Because Sané not playing well. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Muller. Muller, who did not play this game, he hasn't really, cast a spell over the team on his recall at all. And who else got to run out? Kevin Volland, I think, got to run out. Gosens taken off. He was a ghost in the game, as I mentioned. Ginter. So you see that? Joachim Löw, it was desperation stuff for him. He took off 2 defenders and brought on 2 attackers. Because, there's versatile players on the German team with Kimmich, and everything. So they were desperate. Very, very desperate. And they got the point they needed. And they threw to the next round. Last but not least, guys, I got to hit you with some up to stats before we call it a day for today's live stream. Up to stats, very, very important, where we're going to hit you with some very, very good information. You know what I'm saying? So, let me get that. Oops. How's everybody feeling tonight, man? I appreciate everybody who turned on for yet another live stream where the thing have been growing. And guys, I'm on the cusp of hitting 44,000 subscribers, man. I've hit 2 landmarks over the last month, where I've hit 43K and now 44K. And before the summer is over, I think we're gonna hit about 46K going into the new Premier League season, the new Champions League season, World Cup qualifiers. And as Trilla says, by Christmas, we should hit 50K, which would be a great achievement, man. So thanks to everybody who subscribed to the channel. You guys are the real deal. Appreciate y'all. Much love, much respect. Love this community, man. Love the community. Guys, we need 7 more thumbs up to hit 150. Could we hit it? Could we hit it? Could we hit it? Could we hit it? Let's hit it. All right. All right. So let me hit you with the up to stats right now. And hit you with them up to stats. All right. That was the wrong thing. All right, up to Joe. Where you at, bro? Where you at? Where you at? You're needed over these spots here now. Up to Joe. Come on up there. Come on up to Joe. All right. Let's talk about this game. Germany, Hungary. I'm pretty sure we got some up to stats here. All right, we got the up to stats right here. Bam. 11. Adam Jalai's goal in the 11th minute is the earliest Germany have conceded in a game at European Championship since 2000 versus Romania in the 5th. Unscripted. Unscripted. Lovely. Lovely. And talk about scripting. If I was playing FIFA and I was using Hungary and I was 2-1 up in the 83rd minute and Germany did score in the 84th, I would have been screaming scripting, 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 scripting on the mounting tops, because definitely you would have need some type of scripting to come back. So what else we got here in terms of up to stats? Don't look like we have a lot from this game. All right. Andras Schaefer's goal for Hungary came just 91 seconds after Kai Havertz had equalized for Germany. Pendulum. Talk about the game swinging, baby. Swing, 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 swing. Swing like a pendulum. All right. That'll be it. That'll be it. That'll be it. So, stats here. England will face Germany at a major tournament, World Cup Euros, for an 8th time. More than any other opponent for the Three Lions. England last eliminated the Germans in the knockout rounds of a major tournament in the 1966 World Cup final. It's been a long time, man. England, oh my God, oh man, the odds are stacked up against you, England. You might not beat Germany. It's not looking good. It ain't looking good at all. It ain't looking good. And that was at Wembley too? Whoa! It's not looking good for England right now at all, guys. It ain't looking good. And that's the point in time where we're going to look at the table. We're going to look at the brackets. Let's look at the brackets, man. We ain't got no more up to stats for you. Let's look at the brackets and talk about Germany. Hungary won't go through, so we're going to talk about Germany right now. Let's talk about Germany. Let's talk about Germany. Let's go. Are you with me? Are you with me? England, Germany, dates in London, Wembley, London, for a rematch of the 1966 World Cup final where England were the dominant team. That was the last time, according to the up to stats, that England eliminated Germany from a tournament. So it ain't looking good. History is not on England's side right now. It is not. It is not at all. So, is it coming home or is it going elsewhere? What do you guys think in the chat right about now? Aviator, Germany haven't lost at Wembley since. Oh my God. Germany for the win. Ooh. Guys, we need one more thumbs up to hit 150, which would be a great achievement for today's stream, seeing that I'm a bit under the weather and I still did a 2 hours 41 minute stream. We didn't have any lagging problems today or nothing, man. Nothing. We were brown. We were smooth. We were smooth. Guys, as I said yesterday, I rechecked the stream. There wasn't any lagging. So I told you guys my internet is good. The lagging was because of YouTube. Damn you, YouTube. And guys, if you're wondering, this is the Man City kit for next season. You know what I'm saying? Look. Look. Looking sharp. Looking nice. But guys, I'm really under the weather now, so I'm about to bounce up out of here. It's been fun. It's been nice. My nose is running like a faucet right now. I need some rest. I need some rest. I've been really, you know, burning myself out. I'm not having burnout, but I've been putting myself under a lot of pressure and exerting a lot of energy. Going 12 days in a row live streaming and still managing to do 6 group reviews in between. So, you know what I mean? I think I've had enough. I'm going to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Thriller says Cat 6 Ethernet connection is undefeated. Yep, got the Ethernet connected and everything. This ain't no Wi-Fi. So, guys, look, man. Yeah, Nishu, I'm going to drink some tea. I want to go for a run. Thanks, Paul. I want to go for a run. And I'm going to drink some tea. And I'm going to sweat it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sweat it out. So, right now, guys, the wife is upstairs waiting for me to come and, you know what I mean, show her some love and things like that. I've shown you guys enough love. So this is where I'm going to leave you. I love you, but I'm going to leave you. I'll be back tomorrow, God spare, with some round of 16 fire for your head tops, okay? And we're going to be live for every round of 16 match day. We're going to be live. Listen, let me put up the flame. We're going to be live for every quarterfinal, every semifinal, and for the grand final, of course. We will be live. You know what I'm saying? Pew, 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 pew. All right. So, guys, thanks for liking the video. Thanks for showing up, everybody who super chatted, everybody who commented, everybody who lent their eyeballs to the stream, everybody who followed me through the group stage journey. It's been real, man, and it's been a marathon of a tournament so far. It has, in terms of coverage and everything, but you have to grind. If you want to get to where you want to get, you have to grind, man. You know what I mean? That's the only way people are going to respect you. You know what I'm saying? When they see you put in the grind, when they see you put in the hard work, and people are going to say, yeah, man, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's been following the tournament. Okay? All right, guys. So from your boy, Dominic Rich, thanks again. And I'm going to hit you with another bomb tonight, man. I'm going to hit you with another bomb because today's stream was a bomb. Seeing all the things that we had to deal with and all of that.